It's good, bro.
Man, I love that song every time. What a good intro. I don't care what
Facts.
anybody says. Anybody out there has got their own show with a cool ass intro like that? I don't think so.
Yo, bro, you trying
I
to get
don't think
safe?
so. I'm trying to say is I'm Big Pat. This is cousin JoJo. Welcome back to Safety Meeting, guys. Cheers. So we had a lot of good feedback from the 420 episode.
That we did.
Got some new subscribers. For that, we thank you guys. Appreciate the love and support. We'll keep
Shout out
growing our community.
to Drunk Joe for people to follow us. Meeting.
Good job, Drunk Joe.
Pat on the back. So, Pat, how was your weekend, man? Finally had a nice, beautiful day in fucking central New York.
Right? I spent the majority of the day outside. It was nice. All what comes with all the good weather, right? All the crazies came out.
Facts.
I mean, I went down to the local Price Chopper, which is just a couple blocks from my house, right? And fucking man, there was a bunch of people getting into it. Just tempers were flaring. People were just hype, making a scene in front of the whole store. Warm weather brings out the crazies.
So, Pat, you ever heard of a thing called the Hopi Prophecy or Blue Star Kachina?
Have have
Would you like to tell our amazing listeners all about it?
I can
I'm
do
gonna
it to
let
the
Pat
best of
run
my
with it on this.
I can do it to the best of my ability. So the Hopi tribe is one of the longest standing Native American tribes known in history. Okay. Um, they have a philosophy that they have carved out in stone, and they try to post date it to, gosh, at least 2,000 years before the birth of Christ. Okay.
Big
So
facts.
they have this ideal that there's this blue star, and this blue star is similar to like their demigod. It's a spirit, and this spirit shows its face um, every time that comes close to the end of a civilization. The blue star Kachina arrives for a period of time that they call the purification, right? And when the purification happens, this blue star surrounds the Earth. It orbits the sun, so that way it hides. And during the moments of purification, it's basically like if you wanted to like compare it to something similar to the rapture, right? All the negative spirits in the world will be removed and destroyed, and a purification or a cleansing of the earth will happen. And the ones that are true at heart um, uh, will obviously still live on the land. Now, I think it's cool because I mean, similar to you, I like to learn new stuff all the time, as often
Facts.
as possible. Because I mean, why not? That's why we're alive, right? We're alive to acquire knowledge. We're alive to transfer knowledge, to educate, to learn, to empower each other, to embrace each other. So I started seeing. Well, before I start going into that, what do you know about the Blue Star Kachina? Or do
No,
you?
no, 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 no. I want you to run with it, Pat. And I have
Well,
a
I
reason
can.
for it, so I want you to run for it. We'll run with it.
Oh, did you figure out a way to upload those pictures I sent you? Oh,
No, I did not.
okay. So the blue star Kachina is this thing that it appears as a blue star, right? Or it looks like a small blue planet, and it constantly revolves around the sun. And the reason why um, I guess I want to talk about it is because I believe I took some pictures of it and a video because I'm an avid sky watcher. Okay, I'm constantly watching the sky both day and night. I'm watching the story that's being unfolded right before our eyes if you're paying attention. And I've noticed that there's been a lot of really crazy things over the past couple of years specifically. And it's kind of playing out to all these different ideologies that's out there, right? From Nibiru to Wormwood to the resurrection, or not the resurrection, but the second coming, to the blue star Kachina, all the way to the implementation and
Yo,
activations of the star seed. Well, what? Oh, yo,
no, he said yo.
gotcha. Yo, what's up, man?
That's that first Twitch comment, man. Appreciate you, bro.
Appreciate you joining the safety meeting. I don't know what you're puffing on, but that's what we do here. We just like
Absolutely,
to.
better be absolutely nothing. It's
Oh, what's
JJ's
up,
best
Ed?
friend, Pizza Eddie. Well, virtual best friend. What's going on, Eddie?
Now,
All right, Pat, you continue going. I'm trying to figure this out for you.
so now, if you start playing into the Book of Revelations, right? We talk about all these times before the second coming. You know, before the second Jerusalem. And during these times, there'll be great things happening in the sky. You know, one proclamation is you'll see the four horsemen of the apocalypse, right? Another is you'll see the goddess Athena roaming across the sky with her firing chariot. Ah, yes, yes. Look at this picture, guys. Now, people will say that blue dot can be nothing but a reflection, right? But the actual reflection of the camera is down a lot further. Like in this picture in particular, right above the T, there's a dot. That's the reflection from my camera. That's my focal point on the camera. So this is catching it from the top part. And there's this blue star floating around it, or this blue orb, or however you want to interpret it from what it is. Now I've caught it from multiple angles and I caught it on video. And when I caught it on video, it was from a week prior, and the blue star was just due north of the top of the sun. Now, I'm not saying that it is what it is, but I'm saying that it's not normal. That's for sure. It's not normal.
So, everybody
Well,
out there, the people that are watching, what do you feel about Pat's picture? Do you think he caught the blue star? Do you think it's just a reflection? We need to know. We want to know your answers.
want to know your thoughts. Am I crazy? Maybe. Or maybe I just really see things for what they are.
Big facts. So there's a big part of the hope, the prophecy that talks about certain types of people that the universe will start to gather, right? And these type of people are people that are here to do nothing more than enlighten and open the eyes of the world and thus the universe in order to get the everlasting peace and prosperity of that prophecy, right?
Right?
These people are considered, there's different sects. Some of them are star seed childs or indigo children, shit like this. So a year ago when I was researching this, I tried telling Pat I'm 100% convinced that he was an indigo child. And he told me I was crazy, that what I was talking about made no sense. But Patrick is a living testament that just because you hear something and it doesn't set right with you right now, there's a reason the universe showed it to you. It wants you to open your eyes.
Facts.
So every time we hear something and you think that's bullshit, instead of just shutting that person out, not saying Pat did this to me, I'm just saying this for everyone else out there in the world. Instead of shutting people out like we tend to do as humans, just fucking research some shit. And then if that person is wrong, show him why he's wrong. Help each other learn.
Prove me wrong.
Look at your followers. Okay.
Well, we can't ever see them, so how do we look at our followers?
They wanted me to look at my following now.
Oh, make sure to not sub. That's your name. That's solid. Make sure to not sub. Thanks for stopping by.
Hey, there you go.
What's an indigo child?
Well, you know what it is. Why don't you explain it to him? Listen. I literally just wanted to hear Pat talk about it because I really feel like you know a lot and you want to speak on it, and I wasn't letting you speak on it all week. I had a plan, bro. I was being a dick for a reason.
Well, I don't really know a whole lot about the indigo child, to be honest with you, other than it's this being. Okay, the indigo child is basically this being from this species of just another species or another race, and they came to Earth to be kind of like um,
It is a
the
new
good.
age concept as children who are believed to be possessed by special, unusual, and sometimes supernatural traits and abilities. The idea is based on the concept that developed in the 1970s Nancy Ann tape and further developed by Lee Carroll. That's what the definition of it is.
Okay,
So the reason why I've always thought that Pat is an indigo child is because Pat's one of those rare people that his special gift and his special ability is he doesn't read your emotions, right? Like me personally, I read your body language, I listen to the words you say. That's how I read people. Pat feels it. Like he doesn't understand it because last year he was waiting for his superpower, but he's always fucking had it. That is a superpower. That is his superpower. He can feel the emotion around him and thus change it. That Pat is a very good person at changing the emotion in the room, taking control of the situation. All of these are his special traits. Not everyone has them, and it's very rare in today's society to have someone that cares enough to even see that a person is hurting.
I've never been told that before, Joe.
Yeah, you did. You got told this a year ago, dick.
Bro, we say a lot of shit back and forth to each other, man. Just saying. Say a lot of shit.
Like, and I don't know, man. I personally believe there's something to this prophecy. Like, if you guys do research on it yourself and go watch YouTube videos, they sit there and they try to say that a lot of native cultures actually have a prophecy just like this, just with a different name, right? So, which gave me a little theory, a little thought of my own. Every religion outside of Judaism also has something like this. Christianity and Catholicism have, the Book of Revelations, and I don't really know too much about other religions, but they have them, except for Judaism. They don't believe in an afterlife. They don't believe in an Armageddon.
Well, I mean, don't they talk about a return of Muhammad? And
That is the Muslims, my man. Muhammad was the Muslims' prophet, in the sense that he was their Jesus.
Do you think the world could use a time of purification?
Of course it could. Look at the world around you. Does the world around you not seem like how the scriptures or anything like that would have described Solomon and Gomorrah?
I mean, the skies have been telling a story, bro.
Oh, facts.
The skies have been telling a fucking story. And once I figure out how to translate it for all of you, I'll present it. I think you'll be kind of impressed. I'm impressed sometimes. I
I
have a
mean,
picture. I have a picture of what it looks like a set of eyes looking at me through the clouds. And no matter how many people I share it with, nobody sees it but I do.
that's why when all the Corona shit started, I told you, all right, yeah, fine, it's survival of the fittest. It's kind of what the world needs because I believe we need that cleansing process. I kind of feel like that was the universe's, if it wasn't a man made disease, even if it was, that was the universe's way of starting the process. We see it as malevolent and a man did it, but really, we do not do anything unless something in the universe urges us to do it.
Right? Or sparks it. Like for
Exactly.
example, just yesterday, I believe it was. I think it was yesterday, or maybe it was the day before the day yesterday. They restarted CERN.
Yeah. Well, Stern never stopped.
Well, it did. It shut
They've
down.
always been doing experiments.
Right, but it shut down for 3 years, and then they just restarted it. And the fucked up part is there's some videos circulating that during their restart process, they had a little small uh, ceremony that looked
I
very cult-like.
I don't want to call you a liar, bro, but there's this guy I follow on TikTok. He's a scientist at CERN, and he walks around every day live taking questions from CERN. He sat in front of the Hydro Collider and all like that before.
Do you think it's real?
I was just about to say, one of us, one of our ways, there's some fuckery afoot because neither one of us can't be both right and wrong at the same time. Couldn't have been shut down for the last 3 years, and you have the scientists walking around doing
Well,
experiments.
I'm not talking about the facility. I'm talking about the machine. The hydro collider was been shut down. Like it wasn't operating.
Oh, do I? Yeah. Oh, okay. I got you. I got you. I mean, yeah, probably. I mean, that makes sense, though. Because think about it, right? It took them fucking years to build it, right? So any kind of maintenance you do from it, from running tests, is going to take a while to do. You know what I mean? You got to build the parts that you just fucking broke. Because I'm pretty sure they destroy this. I'm pretty sure they pretty much destroy it by using it. I don't really 100% understand the physics of a hydro collider, but I would think so.
It's the Higgs boson particle. They're trying to replicate the Big Bang.
I know that. But just for you to like have give me a pen and paper and say here, write it out for me.
We must have been talking about some shit we weren't supposed to. It got all Decepticon like bastards.
That's crazy. We now have more followers on Twitch than YouTube.
Hell yeah! What's up, everybody?
I mean, no, there's not more. Well, there's actually there is. There's like 6 people watching us from Twitch.
What's up, y'all? Feeling safe?
I mean, so when you said Muhammad, it sparked something in my brain, right? Because I said that was the Muslims' version of like Jesus.
Right.
What if Jesus, Muhammad, and Enoch were all the same person, right? Because Enoch was the only one that was supposed to have lived 3 lives and never actually died. Um, Jesus was seen floating away into the sky, just like Muhammad, just like Enoch, right? So what if his two other his last 2 lives were that of the Prophet Muhammad and the Prophet and what we know as the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ? And yeah, I did have air quotes for all of that, guys. I'm sorry if I offended anybody. Shouldn't offend you, but
Well, that's like I don't know, man. I know we've said it many times before. I believe that every religion. every belief has truth to it. They can't all be wrong.
Facts.
So it's like, I think if you were to take all of the stories combined and put them all together and think about how to chronologically put it, you would probably find all those missing books that were removed from the King James version.
That's my point. What if it was just all one? And that's why they did it, right? Because then if they did it, if they didn't remove these books, you would understand that all of these stories are literally about the same person.
Just through different eyes.
Exactly.
Just through different eyes. And like it's been said that the Lord will not show His face to you, and like no two people will see the same person.
Because I don't think too many people actually say this about the Blue Star, right? Theory or Hopi prophecy or anything like that. It is literally the book of Revelations, just from someone else's standpoint. The stories and the enactments and how everything breaks down and the overall effect of how everything is, it's the exact same, right? So if all of these cultures keep on talking about the same thing from a different perspective and they all call it something different, why do we all call them theories, right?
That it's true. Why are they called a theory?
At this point, if everyone sees it, wouldn't that be enough evidence to say that there's some validity to it?
Right. Seeing as we live in a physical world where everything has to be physical to be believed.
Exactly. So, which tells me that not enough people are going to see it because if you wait until it happens, you're too late.
Right. At that point, you don't even know what you're looking for. It's like, you know, it needs to come to a time where people just gotta just think, man. That's all we ever promote here. We just want you to think. That's it.
That's not
Think.
true. That's not true.
We want you to
All right.
think.
I am 100% using safety meeting as to also promote Dutch rudders for others. All right. You're not a real friend if you're not willing to give your homeboy a Dutch rudder every once in a while.
So it's DRFO? Is that the acronyms for it? Dutch Rudders for Others?
Dutch rudders for others. There you go. And
DRFO.
it's going to be the new bumper sticker of 2020, 2022. Sorry. Me
Dutch Rudders for
or
Others.
2014 if you're in Ethiopia or Ethiopia.
And I'll draw a cartoon of two people not making eye contact.
There you go. I see. I was actually thinking we get two Amish guys in the act of doing a Dutch rudder to be the logo on the bumper sticker. They got to be Amish, though.
But what if we're just out in our shit at that point?
Hey, man, it came from somewhere, didn't it?
You think they'll see it?
I hope so. I mean, I live in upstate New York, man. I can go drop off some flyers in Amish country at any time. I'll be that dick to nail the poster right there. Bam. Dutch rudders for others. 1-800 need a friend.
Spelled ANITAFREND.
And for everyone out there that's like, what the fuck is a Dutch rudder? Just put it into Google.
Yeah.
Google will tell you what a Dutch rudder is.
Or go,
Guaranteed.
or go watch the movie Zach and Miri Make a Porno.
Man. That was a fucked up movie.
It sure was. Touch rudders for others. Dr. Foe.
So it's funny, right? Last year, everyone was talking about how they're going to out aliens and the aliens are going to come, this, that, and the third. And within that same time span, this exact same prophecy we've been talking about has literally blown up. A lot of people are picking up on it. A lot of people are seeing it and everything like that. What if that was the aliens, right? Because it tries to say that Pat is an extraterrestrial. Like he's not an extraterrestrial. It's just that his soul and his energy, in my opinion, has already been through the ringer of the universe, and he knows his energy knows its mission. Right? You get what I'm saying? The energy that you were brought, your soul that you were brought into this life with, already knew what it was here to do. Whereas a lot of us walk around life blinded. Hence,
Or
that's why.
oblivious.
Because, yeah, Pat was blind for years, for a long time. Like, he was not a conspiracy theorist. He was very straight minded thinking, but his essence and his energy was always where it was supposed to be, if that's, makes sense to people.
I always thought outside the box. I didn't really buy into conspiracy theories because I didn't give a fuck. I was living life.
I was more thinking of the fact that you were always the type of dude that was going to be willing to be there for others, even while being an asshole.
Yeah, it's just because I thought that's just what you do.
Exactly, which is what where I'm getting at. Your energy and the persona of who you are was always what it was supposed to be, even before you, as Patrick, this vessel, was awake.
Right.
That's why it's the people like you guys are the ones considered special, right? Like
Well,
I'm not saying I ain't got my own shit.
you're special.
Oh, 100%, bro. Yeah, I can do a lot of things, bro. I can change a lot of people's minds. Can take control of lot of conversations.
Joe and I have learned a lot from each other throughout the years. That's for sure. Like he's educated me in the teachings of God that because like I grew up Christian. Okay, bro. What if in Christianity when you get baptized, that process itself clogs your pineal gland because it's an act. It's not an act. It's a
Tower time, shalom. My resident YouTube fan. How you doing, buddy?
not like what am I thinking? It's a ceremony. It's a ceremony. It's more sacrilegious than religious.
I mean,
So what if during those moments when you think that you're being christened in the name of in the blood of the Father, that you be cleansed and pure? What if there that time of purifying or cleansing is when you actually become docile? Because that's why they do it to you at such a young age. Children are born geniuses. From the time that they're fucking, they can walk until they're 8 years old. They're fucking super intelligent. They're borderline geniuses, right? Because they're still working out the kinks of their past life. And in their past life, they acquired a lifetime of knowledge, and all that knowledge is still at their forefront, but they're so small that they can't communicate it yet, right? And then children become baptized, or they become christened, or they become whatever you may call it, okay? And then they get all their, but that's a whole different story. I don't know, man. I don't know what to think.
I personally think the senses that you're talking about, or when people think of their pineal gland, I think that might have been something that our ancestors did to make us lose it. There's a clear reason why the universe has broken that connection and only given it to a certain sect of people that have either learned how to hone the skill through meditation, or the people that skirt around the rules and find these drugs on earth that the universe has put here for us for it to speak to us. Mushrooms, marijuana, shit like that. Not your liquor. You know what I
Peyote.
mean? Peyote, yes. DMT. The all right, the acacia bush, right? Which was the which would have been what the burning bush was, right? Because the acacia tree is the most commonly found tree in the area to where Moses would have went up on the mountains to get the Ten Commandments, right?
Right.
So the acacia tree or the acacia bush, whatever you want to call it at the moment, um, since is the one substance on the face of the earth that contains the most DMT out of anything, right? Like people will literally peel the bark off the tree and just eat the bark.
Right.
So Moses goes up on a mountain. He chops up this tree to make a fire inside the cave, so that way he has warmth and he can make food and all like that. And while he does this, after he does this, either he knew it was going to happen or unknown to him, he lights the fire. He sits there for a minute, gathered in his warmth. The smoke's wafting in his face, and then boom, he's transported. And
Fried.
he feels as if he's talking to this bush because he is in essence talking to the universe through the fire he started because he wouldn't have been talking to the universe without that DMT. Which for anybody out there that think that might be bullshit, DMT is actually created in your body. You create it when you go to sleep. You massively create it right before you're about to die, and they believe that that might actually be the reason why you have flashes. You're just hallucinating.
Right. Powering down.
Yeah, because there's like a concept that that your conscious can't cope with death, right? So every time you die or get in like one of those death moments, your brain instantly creates your consciousness creates another alternate timeline to where you survive, right?
Right.
Like I have no way of technically proving this, but it's crazy to think about, right?
It's the balance. Your images.
Yeah. Like I don't know, man. Anybody that's ever took DMT or any type of hallucinogenic, like that's natural, like mushrooms, they always tell you that they feel like the universe was giving them a message. Except for when you're like young and dumb and just doing drugs to do drugs. Then you're just sitting there laughing and being a dumbass.
Bro, I got a great story. Okay. So I'm 18. Okay. And we went up to Sterling Stage and we are there for the weekend. Okay. Uh, First night that we were there, we drank a lot of beers and we come across some LSD. So of course we're gonna take it because it's fucking Sterling Stage and we're 18. So take it. And some point in time throughout the night, I ended up taking a walk and I found myself in the woods. And I walked through the woods for a while. And during that time period, and I remember I said, "Oh my God, I can't see, Lord, could you light my way?" And during that time, like the moon got brighter and suddenly I could see a way out and I found myself in a field. And I had a friend with me and we were standing there just looking at the field and it was a hay field. So at that time, it was, only July, so the wheat or the hay isn't that high. But you're watching it, and as we're watching it, we watched the hayfield go like this and part a little bit with a perfect draft of wind, and it went straight through. Uh, um, Long story short, we sat there and we smoked a joint, and then we made the long trip back to camp. But it was just I was so fucked up at that moment. Like, like I was right there on the verge of almost insanity, but I figured out how to come through with it because that was the first time in my life I ever asked. And I said, God, please, I need some light. I can't see. and the moon became brighter, and I could find my way out of the woods. And and that was for me. That was 100% proof of its existence, and I felt that on LSD, where I never fully felt that previously in my life.
Acid
Now
scares me.
that was
I'm good.
that's my that's my breakthrough moment.
I don't like synthetic drugs. They scare me.
It's scary. I've not touched or done any LSD since I was 20. That was the last time I did it. So it's been quite a long time, and I don't ever plan on looking back.
Nah, man. See stuff like that, man. I'm good, bro. I'd rather just
Me,
take what the universe gives me.
good.
Like,
I
yeah.
like some mushrooms now, but I'll never touch anything that's man-made like that ever again. That's for sure.
I'd like to try ayahuasca once.
Ayahuasca.
That's the one. That's the one where you take it and a shaman he'll walk you through your trip. They try. It's to try to like help you recover from your past traumas. Which I mean I do that shit on my own, but I just want to take it and just see what the fuck it does to you
Right.
when I experience it at least once. It's good to know.
I want to jump off of a cliff.
I mean, I tell people this all the time. I believe everyone should jump in their life.
No, I'm saying like a mountain cliff, like with a parachute. I don't want to jump out of a plane because unless that motherfucker's going down, I am not jumping out of a perfectly good plane. But if I could have an opportunity to run and like jump off of a fucking mountain and just have that time of free fall and then be able to pull a chute, I would do that shit all day, bro.
What about Niagara Falls? Would you jump off Niagara Falls?
No,
Come
I,
on,
I,
man. There
I
was a
don't want to.
dude
I don't want to.
that jumped off in a barrel, bro.
Right, and
It's
people have
called
been trying
base
to
jumping.
recreate that since the fucking 50s, and many have died. I wouldn't jump off Niagara Falls though. It's not big enough. I need to be bigger. That's not a lot of height. It's just a lot of water and a lot of rocks at the base. So I don't want to die. So as long as I got a parachute and the cliff's a little higher, I'll do that though.
You know, it's one thing I'll never do. You'll never see me ever fucking doing mountain climbing. No fucking reason for me to climb a mountain. None.
Other than the view.
Fuck the view. We live in 2022. I can see that shit on the internet. I'm not climbing to the top of a mountain.
Now the internet doesn't even come close, bro.
No, it does. I've seen the top of mountain the Himalayan mountains. I'm good, bro. My eyes have seen what it looks like to see above the clouds. I'm good. What else do I need to experience?
See, I wouldn't try to do paragliding, right? Because I'll tell you why. Okay, I can operate a kite, you know, pretty solid. It's like a 50-50. It's either going to fly or it's going to fail. And just using the kite
Excuse
and
me.
thinking of how easy it is to crash, I know that there's more to it, not like flying a kite. I just don't feel like that would be the right thing for me personally. I'm a pretty large guy, you know. Uh, yeah. I think
Fuck Tom Brady.
I'd
Fucking
probably
bastard. Piece of
I'd probably
shit.
die. I'd probably die.
Can't stand that guy. Ha, I like this one. He said, if there's not a road at the top of the mountain, too old to be climbing up there. Exactly. Exactly.
Right?
So, Bet,
So what do you
you asked me if I thought the prophecy was needed. Do you think the cleansing is needed?
purification? Absolutely. There's way too much evil in this world that could be rid. In order for people to thrive and for society to thrive and communities to thrive, the people have to know who they are. The people have to know you know, we have to know how to survive. It shouldn't be a certain amount of people, a portion of the world are survivalists, and the rest are just pigs for the slaughter. But it's true. But everybody should know how to survive. Everybody should know how to grow their own food. Everybody should know how to cook. Everybody should know how to fucking fix things. Everybody, you know what I mean? Like these are all things that it, like it's cool.
But why? It's easier to live in a consumer society
No,
where
hear me
someone
out.
else can just
Hear me
make it.
out when I say this, right? So I think it's cool, okay, to say I'm a tile guy, right? Because there's not a lot of tile people out there. So that's cool. It's a trade, and not a lot of people do it. But what if everybody had the ability to do the same thing that I could do? It wouldn't be a skilled trade anymore. It would be just a learned skill. I think as society we could all learn. We all can learn stuff from each other, from a skill to just how to be a good person or how to be a shitty person. There's always something to gain, educationally from everybody. So why can't we use that? Why can't we be self-sustaining? Like it just makes sense to. We have it. We have the resources. We have the fucking finances, even though money isn't fucking technically real. But you know what I mean? Like, skilled trades are cool, but it'd be really cool to say that I can know how to do this, 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 and this, rather than uh, I need to replace the sheetrock. I don't know how to do it. You feel what I'm saying?
I feel you, bro.
Like, why can't we do that? Why can't we throw? You're never gonna get that. You're never gonna get that with all the fucking bad intention that's in the world. So I think to rid the world or have a purification, I think it should be, you know, it's not my call to make, but I think we could definitely rid the world of some evil, and I'm all about that because I know I'm not evil, and I always
Isn't
look
that
forward to tomorrow.
is it necessarily evil or is it just ignorance though? Right.
But it's evil, man. There's so much evil in this world.
What is good and evil, right? Because, bro, all right, let's put it
Good is
like this.
beneficial to mankind. Evil is bad. It's bad for mankind.
It's all about perspective though, right? Because hold on, right? Let's say I kill your uncle, right?
Mhm.
You're gonna think I'm an evil person. Okay? My kids aren't gonna think I'm an evil person. But now let's say the actual fact was the only reason why I killed your uncle is because he attacked me, which
Right.
gives me justification. It was for, he he was the aggressor in the situation and I was protecting myself. But since it's your loved one, you're still going to think I'm evil. It's all about perspective. It's all about where you lie on it and what is good and evil.
Right. But I know you, bro. I know you wouldn't kill somebody unless if you were defending yourself.
I mean, I was just using that as an analogy. I could be anybody though. Let's say it's somebody you don't know,
Right.
just some random fucking dude. You've never met him before. And then the only first encounter you ever have of him is him killing your uncle. You're gonna think he's an evil bastard, even if you knew that your uncle was an asshole. You're just gonna think that there was something wrong with this dude. I don't
Jack
know,
of
man.
all trades, master of none. You're absolutely right, Howard.
I could be 100% wrong on this. It's just my opinion. I don't think there really is no good and evil. I just think there's people that are ignorant to situations, or then there's the people that are ignorant to the consequences of what they do.
They fear no consequences because in most cases there will be none.
There's always consequences. The universe itself always punishes you.
That's true. Can't deny that.
Unless, in my opinion, I mean, because what really constitutes a bad decision, right? Because something that could be a bad decision for you doesn't necessarily have to be a bad decision for me.
Right.
Because what?
Based off
Because
the
what?
circumstances.
Yeah, what if the universe is actually what put that thing there for me? You know what I'm saying?
specifically.
Well, yeah. Well, not that thing was there just meant for me, but it put me in the situation to where it was available. The universe led me to it, whatever it could be. A
Right.
fucking t-shirt, chick at the corner store, um, a best friend, anything. The universe leads you to everything, good, bad, and indifferent.
Predicated. Because coincidences aren't real.
Oh, so you don't believe in deja vu?
That's a it's a glitch. Deja vu happens. That's a fucking glitch. You're remembering something you did while you were sleeping.
All right. So you're not one of the, because I believe personally that when we sleep, everything you dream, right? Unless it's something that you've manifest, you're one of those people that can um, control their dreams. Spacing on the word right now. Um, all you're really doing is you're visiting you in another universe, right? And you're watching over yourself. And sometimes even when we manufacture the dreams, we're still doing that very thing with that person. We're watching that person in that dream. That's why sometimes when you're in the dream, it looks like you're watching over yourself do all these things, right? Because you're really just there as a visitor. Your energy has to go somewhere. Once it's in motion, that's always has to be in motion. So it leaves this vessel. You shut down, you go into your repair cycle, kind of like a robot on airplane mode, and your energy transfers to one of your other vessels.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Round
I
two.
smoke my blunt. But maybe that's why sometimes when you're dreaming in a dream, right, and you don't oversee yourself, the reason is because the vessel you're in does not resemble the vessel you are now. So your consciousness wouldn't be able to comprehend that that was you. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Me and my neighbor were talking about the mind earlier this evening. We had a safety meeting and we're just talking. And and we're talking about subconscious and just like kind of similar to what we are now. And you know, it made sense to me. It's like, man, it took me 39 years to get full control of my own mind. I can't even begin to fully untap what happens in my mind while I'm sleeping. But that's the next level, to be able to
I
tap
think you
into
can.
yourself.
I was about to say, I think you can, though, man. I think you can control it.
Of course you can. We're
I
we're
lucid
dude,
dream.
we human beings, man, we are fucking powerful individuals. You just got to know how to use the car you're driving.
All right. So, funny thing, right? So, you know how they try to say that when you're in a dream and you open a book or you look at a clock that you can't tell time and you can't read numbers and all that shit, and that's how you know you're dreaming.
Right.
Bullshit. Unless it's a weird thing because I've tried to practice how to lucid dream, bro. I've legit been like seeing magazines, books, and shit like that in recent dreams because I remember almost all my dreams when I wake up in the morning, at least for the first like 3-4 hours of the day.
Right.
Sometimes they stick with me for days, months, but just a couple nights ago, I remember there was a book on the table, and I sat there. I can't really remember what I was reading at this point because it's been so long. But bro, I legit sat there, seen the picture, read the words, everything. There was words on the paper, all of that. Not no gibberish, real words.
What they say?
like I said, like it's been the dream has been too far. This was like 4 or 5 nights ago. I really don't remember what it said anymore. The dream itself is starting to fade. The reason why the book and or magazine was there, I don't even remember. I don't remember where I was at. I just remember the dream and reading the book and waking up the next morning and being like, that was fucking weird. I thought you weren't supposed to be able to read things in your dreams. Thought you weren't supposed to be able to see clocks and numbers.
I see. I don't. Like I said before, I don't really dream. So when I do, I have to remember.
Which I don't know, man. But when that happened, that just made me think even more that when we die or not die, when we sleep, our energy is just going and visiting us in another plane, man. Quantum realm theory, you know what I mean?
Like giving you that feeling of you're a little kid and you just went outside.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like, but who knows, man? Maybe I'm just fucking crazy and I woke up from a weird fucking dream and remembered something in the dream that never actually happened.
Oh, we got a
That's
safety
weird.
on safety meeting. That's weird.
There you go. I'll stand by for you. Take it. All yours. So, Joe.
That was a little weird, bro.
It was a little awkward.
See you later.
So,
That was. I don't like stink bugs.
Johnny boy, what's up, man? We're doing good, man. We're just chilling. We were talking about Blue Star Kachina. Then we got stoned. And we just been bouncing around. What do you want? You got any crazy stories that happened? So Pat, you feeling safe?
I'm always feeling safe.
Word, I like that. So I had something to say and then I fucking got stoned, bro.
I challenge every single person who follows us and subscribe to us. I challenge you guys to learn one new thing every day outside of the box
From someone you don't know.
from someone you don't know. And I would really like it if you would share it with us. Oh, he's getting safer.
Uh, cause yeah, man, like Pat said, everyone can teach you something, and I think it's valuable to learn from other people you don't know. It
Right.
makes it that much more impactful.
We would love to interact with you guys. We'd love to talk with you guys. I'd like to share ideas with you guys because I feel like
Go for it.
all of us have something to bring to the table. All of us have something important to share. Everybody has an opinion and a feeling about everything. So instead of always just taking in the things that we are bringing awareness of, learn something, share it with us. I'm always down to learn something new. And if hi Gary, and even if
Oh man, I was really hoping he was gonna say hi, Crash.
no, that's where we stay off camera. Come on.
Oh shit. Pat, what was the last thing you learned from a complete fucking stranger?
That there's three popes.
Yeah. Or is it
There you
when
go,
you see
guys.
him?
There you
Or
go.
is it when
Just
you see him in public, he's just a hologram?
no. There's a ranking of popes. A black pope, a white pope, and a red pope.
There you go.
Do some research on that, guys. Check that out. Did you know there's three popes? Go research it. Teach me something about it. I only know just a very little. Just very little. Makes sense, right? Think about what cardinals are. Just saying.
Hey, yo, bro, this dude right here, right? I met him a couple nights ago on Omegle, him and his buddies.
Bro.
This kid is fucking hilarious. He's dude. Well, I'm telling you, one day we're gonna be sitting there on Netflix, and he's gonna have his own little comedy special. Dude's fucking awesome, man.
Bro, I'm totally digging his fucking his photo though of Vegeta. That was pretty
Yeah,
cool. Yo, I
yeah.
drew a poster of that. That ass.
He's got this. He's got this song on Spotify, right? Or no, SoundCloud. My bad. That's what it was. It was on SoundCloud, and I really think you would like it, Pat, because it's fucking hilarious, and because YouTube's a bitch. I'm gonna show it to you, but I can't play it. Right? It's that first one on the top, right there. The one, oh, the white one, bro. That song is fucking hilarious. Him and his buddies was on some shit on that one.
Papa's Pizzeria.
Papa's Pizzeria, little Walmart.
Okay, I'll check it out. I'll check it out.
Oh shit, man. Shit, bro, we doing all right, man.
What do you guys think? What do you guys feel about? What do you guys feel about modern life right now? What do you feel about the environment you live in?
I
How do
feel like
you
it can be
feel the
better.
direction of everything is going? And let's not try to go political at all, guys. We're not trying. Politics is just this facade, and if you haven't figured that out by now, then just keep voting for your team and continue moving forward.
Big
But
facts.
like, what do you think is the direction? Like, we can always speculate. We got people talking, so I want to know, what do you think is the direction, right? Because the one thing is for sure, no matter the direction, we have to be on the same page.
I think people as a whole got too fucking selfish.
Right. Let's remove that. That's maybe the blue star is doing its thing.
There's not enough people in this world that, if it was the end of the fucking world, would give you that bottle of water to save your life. They're just gonna watch you die of thirst. Took me a long time to realize, but the world is constantly changing and changing. I don't even know what direction. That's fucking awesome because that's real shit, though.
But do you feel it changing and both mentally as well as physically?
Right? Facts, because I definitely do.
Because let's
Okay.
be realistic, man. Let's be realistic, okay? There's this illusion out there in the world. It's not an illusion, it's actually fact. There's two different realities definitely happening simultaneously right now. Okay?
100%.
And not everybody's paths all line up. And that's okay. Okay? That's just the balance of the world. But you gotta know that things haven't been right for so long. And you gotta believe that things will be better because it has to. And only because it has to, it will. But sitting back and pretending like none of this ever like happens, even all the distractions, like and we live in a society where there's millions of distractions on the daily, right? But ignore the distractions and just know that when the time comes, you will know what to do because you've been training your whole life for it.
Facts.
You're not who you are just because. You don't just exist. You exist for a purpose. And that purpose is to find people that share that same energy as you and unite. and move forward together.
Smoke together to grow together.
Facts.
That's why here at Safety Meeting we got a plan and we're gonna make the world smile. And we're gonna do it with all of you.
We did it one hit at a time, and it just took a little bit of time.
I just think I think if we just sit there, right, and we keep on being ourselves and we keep on getting higher on Safety Meeting and just be ourselves off the same way off camera and just keep on encouraging people to be happy and love one another. Just find that light, even though that he looks like a teenage girl right now. But then we will make the world smile. Not through our own actions, but the world's still going to be fucking be smiling at the end of the day. Because realistically, me and you can't make the world smile on our own.
I don't know, dude. I can make a whole room smile in seconds.
Yeah, but what we need to do is just make those people make other people smile, right? And that's how we make the world smile. That's why I think we should just, I mean, that's why we keep on doing what we're doing and get people on the podcast that not a lot of people know, like Derek. You know what I mean? Not too many people really know who he is, but he's a fucking genius and he's got something to tell the world.
Facts. He really does.
Nobody ever went blind looking at the bright side of life. He's got a fucking point on that one.
Great. You gotta squint your eyes.
I like this one. My man was blanking the other night when I met him. He says, I really opened his eyes. I taught him a new word that night too, man.
Boinking?
Blinking. They ain't never heard of it. You know?
Okay.
I'm like, damn, man.
what's should I ask or just leave it alone?
What?
Boinking? Is that like zooted?
Not yeah, no. We know you know when you're at like mid peak when you're taking some mushrooms.
Peeking.
Yeah, when you peeking, when you blinking, bro, and you sitting there and you start to pace. Like me, I put my hood up and I start pacing, and like I gotta go blow my nose now. Like what the fuck? The next thing you know, everything's funny for no fucking reason. Blinking. The universe is hugging you at that moment.
Right. It's not that experience for everybody. For some people, it's the opposite. It's like they hit that peak and they start boinking, and then you see that look on their face. It's like, and it was at this moment he realized he fucked up. You see a dude going headfirst into a couch.
Oh shit. Yeah, man. I don't know,
Like,
bro.
I was hanging out with some friends last night, playing some cards, and this one dude that was there ate an edible for this first time.
Mm.
Dude, I'm telling you, bro, homie was looking down at the table at his damn cards, and I guarantee you the whole story of this cards was playing out in his mind. That's
Yeah.
how focused he was. And yeah, man, it was great. It wasn't great. I kind of felt bad for him.
Bro, I remember one time I ate like it had been like 4 pop brownies. Like, bro, I got so high, I sat there and had a conversation with somebody in my mind and thought that I was speaking. And then got mad when they didn't answer me. I'm like, bro, I sat here and talked to you for 10 minutes. You're not gonna answer me? He looked at me, he goes, You ain't said nothing for 20 minutes, bro. What are you talking about? Man, I gotta go home. Time to go to bed. I think they should, bro. They open your eyes. That right there is nothing more than the mushroom. It is nothing more than the universe talking to you. Your body literally decomposes and turns into a mushroom when you die. So in essence, those mushrooms that we eat to trip out is your ancestors. That fungus you're eating that trips you out is nothing more than your ancestors.
right? And because how it works is it poisons you. Because that's how it works. Let's just call it for what it is. It poisons you. But all the toxins that were in your body just immediately come out of all your pores. And you get up the next day and you take a shower and you feel like a new person.
Very true.
Just saying. Like you shed the skin of your old self and you're now new.
Hey, this is that other dude's buddy, man. This guy's a fucking poet.
What up, Dino?
I'm not joking with you, man. Kid, I don't remember the name because I think it was some freestyle he said he was doing. That shit was straight fucking poetry, bro.
Word.
Oh, this guy. Our channel name is Safety Meeting. It's right there, top corner, right above Pat's head. Safety Meeting. Shit, man, we're just sitting here chilling, smoking, vibing. It's been a pretty good podcast. You know, getting safe, as we call it.
Joe.
What's up, bro?
Do you think nukes are real, bro?
Yeah.
Like legitimately.
Yeah, I think nuclear energy is real.
Not nuclear energy. I'm talking about nukes, missiles, bombs.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just harnessing of the nuclear energy. 100%. Why wouldn't they have a way to destroy all of us, man? Anytime, bro. We always looking for friends. Always looking for visitors. The more the merrier, man.
Okay. Think about all these organizations that exist because leaders from all over the world came to the idea that this was going to be a good story to tell and they'll make billions and billions of dollars. Billions in research, billions in funding, billions in manufacturing. But in all actuality, they just got some really big fucking bombs. Let's talk about the
I don't really appreciate that comment, nor do I appreciate talking about my youngins on the podcast. That's not what we talk. That's not what we do here. I understand that you're probably JJ's buddy, but nah, bro. But he's eating some bomb ass pizza. He's vibing with us, man.
what's on the pizza? What you got? Just pepperoni? Don't tell me it's just pepperoni.
Right? Because if it's just pepperoni, I don't think it's bomb pizza. I mean, unless it's like some from straight Italians. It's got like that parsley on there and all that shit. Then if you got just pepperoni, that's some good ass pizza.
It's gotta be. I like pepperoni, sausage, and onions. I think that's a good pizza.
Yeah.
It's a good time.
As long as it's not from Chicago. That's not pizza, man. I don't know what the fuck that is, but that's not pizza.
Like a nice buffalo chicken pizza too, though. Yeah, buddy. Man, now we talk about pizza. Thanks, Tony. Thanks, Tino. Talk about that pizza.
So now I got to ask, do you put pineapple on your pizza?
Fuck no.
Why not, man? Some bacon and some ham with some pineapple.
No, I'm not a terrorist, sir.
I mean, now you're just racially profiling me, bro.
No. I feel the same way strongly about people who eat salt and pepper or salt and vinegar chips.
People who don't like onions on their pizza should be banished to the underworld.
Fuck yeah, dude. That's what I'm saying. Onions just go great on a pizza.
Yeah, for sure. Especially when they get off on the edges and they start getting a little crispy. Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. But pineapple, no, man. No. You use pineapple for anything else in this world, but not pizza. Just pepperoni. Okay, so it's not a franchise pizza shop. You get you some local. I'm always all about that. Buy local.
I mean, he did kind of add his own toppings when he put on the red pepper and the parm.
Oh, you gotta throw in. Hey, you gotta throw in the red pepper. Okay.
Well, if Tom Brady likes
Fuck Tom
pineapple,
Brady.
fuck that bastard. No more pineapples on pizza.
Fucking cock.
That's for cheaters.
Dude, I found out Tom Brady's on TikTok, and I thought about fucking sending him a link to the podcast.
Oh, you probably should, man. Probably should. That'd be awesome.
For real, I thought about it.
I kind of like this one. He'd rather see a pine. He'd rather see a pineapple do his wife than on his pizza.
I mean, yeah, that's pretty committed, but I agree. Yeah,
I mean, that would have to hurt, man.
I mean,
Now he's got me thinking. Now I gotta watch Little Nicky when the devil takes the pineapple every day at noon and shoves it up Hitler's ass. That was fucking hilarious, man. I hope that's really happened to that bastard down there.
yep.
It would only be right.
I gotta say the weirdest shit I ever put on a pizza, though, right? I gotta say the weirdest combination was did chicken, banana peppers, and broccoli, and it was awful. It was just
Worst
awful.
pizza, worst pizza I've ever had is anything from Papa John's. That place should just fucking been closed down decades ago.
Invite him to a safety meeting. Who? You're all
Tom
invited.
Brady.
Oh
He
yeah.
wants you. He wants you to go on TikTok and hassle Tom Brady until he comes on the show to where we hate him more than anything.
So send him see if he'll be my friend, and then send it to him. Be like, listen,
Exactly.
man, we've been saying for a really, really long time about how statistically gonna be probably go down as the GOAT for sure, but fuck you.
Exactly. You're statistically the greatest cheater of all times. Congratulations.
Yeah.
I wish we all had a defense that could win us 3 Super Bowls and a kicker. Man, if he didn't have Adam Vinatieri, he would have been fucked. See, people, this is what safety meeting is, man. We start out talking about end of the world prophecies and get stoned, talk about pizza, and then talk about fucking how Tom Brady is a piece of shit.
Yeah. Yep.
But
You should just retire, man. You don't need any more money. You've already established who you are. Just stop.
facts.
Let the next guy in line take his turn.
So, Pat,
Joe,
Wednesday,
Wednesday,
9 o'clock,
9 o'clock,
YouTube.
YouTube.
Me, you, and whoever else wants to be on a safety meeting.
Facts.
Be here. If you can't be here in person like me and Pat, there's always the comment section. We love y'all. This has been fun. It's been amazing.
Hell yeah. Hope we all learned something from each other this evening. And if we didn't learn anything from this other than how to yell "fuck Tom Brady" really loudly, then you at least still learned something. And we thank you for your time.
Hell yeah, man. We love y'all. And remember, go out, learn something from a complete stranger.
Mm-hmm.
Spread the knowledge and love to everybody.
Give a hug, man. Don't be scared.
See,
Just go into it. Just do it. Just fucking do it. Just hug somebody. Hug
just do it.
somebody.
just like Shia LaBeouf said, just fucking do it.
Just fucking do it, man. Just hug somebody. You'd be surprised how much better your day will get from that experience. I'm just saying. Be good. Be good to each other.
Stay blessed as well, my friend. Love y'all.
See you, Todd.